Hey everyone, so what you're looking at here is the launch pad for School City. This is your main home page when you log in. The information for logging in would have been provided for you already through the communities. So we're just going to assume that you guys have logged in, have your stuff ready. If not, just speak to someone in your grade level and they should be able to help you out. All right, so on this launch pad, you're going here to Report Manager. From Report Manager, you're going to get this screen. And at this point, you're going to go to Test Results. Okay. Now, what I have here is set to the district. And what's going to happen is when you open this, you will be set to your own students. It will have your own individual information. So it may look slightly different, but the idea is still the same. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your roster is accurate. If you're going to look at last year's results for students that you had last year, obviously you would have to go to 2014, 2015. And just to show you, these are the options here. You set that, and once that is on SIS 14-15, you would hit apply. The other thing is that this may not be set to smart or summative. It may say CELT or something else like that. In that event, you want to go to here to where it says change assessment. At that point, make sure this is 2014, 2015 again, and then you'll pick your area. So if it's ELA, if it's math, it's going to be the smart or summative. For example, though, if it is science, you're going to see this changes. CMA, CST. Makes sense. Those are the tests that were given for science. ELD, you guessed it. It's the CELT, okay? But for the purposes of looking at the SBAC, you want to look for the ELA, smart or summative. And then you hit apply. Now what's going to happen is all of the results will now filter to your classroom last year, 2014, 2015, for the ELA on the SBAC, because that's what you set, okay? So if you scroll down, you'll see these results. Now again, this is for the district, 348 students. This is what we look like as a district, and these are the names on the bottom. Just to give you an idea, you'll scroll down and you'll be able to see a given student's name and whether or not they met the standard in ELA or not, whether they're in EL, some pretty good information there. Now, let's say you want to look a little bit further. You would go over here to where it says objective analysis. Now, on objective analysis, it'll break down the overall score into the 4 claims that you have for ELA. And I'll show you later that math had 3 claims. But here you have 4 claims. So this is nice because you can have an example like, let's say here. Michael Aguirre, in this grade here, was above standard in 3 out of 4 sections. But look, here, for writing, he's not. So clearly, you see that he's lacking a little bit in the writing, and now this year's teacher, if they look at this current roster, they can see that as well, and they'll be able to kind of address that in class, through instruction, through any kind of other method so that they can bring that score up. All right, that's just an idea so that you can see what the objective analysis is. Additionally, there are some filters. I don't know how much it will filter for you. Again, I'm looking at the entire district here, so it's a little bit different. The other thing I want to show you here is summary. Now, if you look at the summary, what's going to happen is you'll be able to see the district information, all right, how many students were tested, how many tested proficient, not proficient, and then the school. Obviously, for me, I'm looking at Delray School, and this is the information for Delray School. You can also do it by grade. In this case, if you're looking at district information, if not, it will automatically be set to that grade, so you can see different grade in their information. You can do it by teacher. I will not click that right now, for obvious reasons. When you have your information, you can look at your information and you can feel free to share it amongst your colleagues. But let's go back up here to this menu right here, 2014, 2015, and now ELA, let's say we want to look at the math. That's an easy click over, go to the math, and you hit apply, and now all of your results will be math. If you don't see this bar here, it's likely because maybe this is not clicked. Just go to assessment, change assessment, and you'll be able to see that. All right, and the same thing applies. You'll have the entire, in my case, I have the entire district. I have all the students and their math scores here. The objective analysis, as I mentioned previously, there are 3. instead of 4, so there are 3 for math, and you can see all of those results there. And of course, again, the summary, which will give you the overall information, where you can compare the district results to yourself, how you fared, how your class fared against what the district averages were, and you can kind of filter down from there. So that in a nutshell is how you can navigate these screens. It's pretty self-explanatory, and once you get used to logging in and filtering down the scores, you'll be able to have the great collaborative conversations about how to get these students to not only do better, but also to bring the district up, and perhaps any conversations about how to address specific claims on the test. But good luck to you. I believe that we did well as a district. The data for the district shows that in many cases we were better than the county, and in some select areas we were actually better than the state. So kudos to everybody at King City Union School District, and Godspeed.